If you're not a die-hard DC Comics fan, please just scroll along, okay? All right, I think I gave you enough time. What the hell is going on? Man, I'm not even being dramatic. I just watched the first episode of Peacemaker. I'm not being dramatic when I tell you how upset that episode just made me. Now listen, like many of you, I grew up with DC. Batman was the first superhero that just enveloped me. I had his figure and everything in the early 90s. The animated series, Kevin Conroy, the GOAT. And I literally shaped my entire life. I know this is a little pathetic. I shaped my entire life around DC. I run a business now that sells everything pop culture related, and it all came from that inspiration. I'm saying all this to say I am a die-hard DC fan and I want it to succeed so bad, but we keep taking L's, Kings. They keep giving it to the wrong people. Warner Bros. Is not learning their lesson. I don't care if you fall on the Snyder bus, the gun bus. I want them to succeed. But it is very clear that James Gunn is not the freaking guy. All that to say, was it really necessary, James? Was that scene necessary with Peacemaker? First of all, that's nothing like the comics. I understand you get created, And for those of you going to be like, oh, what about Game of Thrones? This isn't Game of Thrones. I don't care what IP you throw at me, The Boys. This is not that. This is DC. He said this is a direct continuation of Superman. You need to know what happens. It's going to set up the DC universe. He's encouraging people to watch this. He knows kids are going to watch this. And I can't ever show my kids what the hell just happened on that screen. When I tell you, I literally got a physical pit in my stomach when that scene came up. I had to fast forward and it kept showing up. I'd hit 10 seconds ahead. It was still going 10 seconds ahead. And the level of like degrading smut that was taking place on my screen is insane. And listen, I'm not some like prude that can't handle a little bit of this or that, but this is DC, guys. And this crossed so many boundaries in that scene. It wasn't just your simple nudity. It was beyond disgusting. I was willing to like overlook his tweets. You know, he got fired for right? He got fired for tweeting about stuff like that and then came back. But then in the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, there's a line about him peeing on carcasses of babies, okay? And then in Creature Commandos, they're straight up, okay? That's about people's bodies who've passed away, and you have some interests in those bodies. Let's just say that. What does any of this have to do with DC, with superheroes, with stuff that's made for kids, man? I understand that DC's always been a little darker, okay? That's why I'm drawn to it. It's a little more realistic, hits you in the gut and the deep spots, you know? I understand. But this, it's not this. It is not this. The drunk Supergirl was like a little pushing it for me, but you know, yeah, she's gone through some trauma, and that's why you can connect to it. But when you start crossing lines of perversion on this type of level, man, I'm not about it. What are we doing? What are we doing, James Gunn? Warner Brothers, you have messed up so bad. So bad. Forget like everything else. With all the garbage you did with David Ayer and Zack Snyder, there's so much freaking garbage there. But this, you ain't coming back from this. This guy clearly has a certain agenda, and he's going to be pushing perversion all through it. And we're not going to support it. We're not going to stand for it. You're going to see when the money stops coming in, you guys are going to have to sell again. Warner Bros. Discovery, just kiss it goodbye. Start planning, writing up the paperwork, man. Look for the buyer already. This is crazy. James Gunn, I'm so disappointed. I was given a chance. I was excited. Superman was like, all right, like, you know, I was like, okay, I'm excited for the world that it's building overall. But man, I can't anymore. I don't even want to watch the rest of that show. I don't give a crap. I'll watch like the update clips and figure out what I need to know for this universe that's coming. To be honest, it's not a universe I'm excited for anymore whatsoever. L, James Gunn, Warner Bros. Don't support this freaking smut, bro. Don't do it.